afternoon and welcome to County Soccer Complex in Des Moines, Iowa, home of the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Alongside the coach, Sam Kane, I'm Andy Pollack, and in just a moment we'll have the matchup between North Scott, the Lancers, and the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. And, Coach, as we get set to go, first of all, I want to welcome in all the fans watching from all over the state and all over the world right now here on the Girls Union Digital Network. An exciting matchup today between North Scott, a team that pulled an upset in the first round, and DCG, who is right back where they want to be. North Scott, we had their game in the first round, and incredibly impressive was the effort of their freshman goalkeeper, Barnett.
Yeah, Barnett came up big, 15 saves in the previous game, and certainly had a huge influence on the result and the outcome and them being here today. But overall, a fantastic team effort that we saw from North Scott, and just great play throughout the areas of the field.
Dallas Center Grimes, a very team-oriented approach. They're a very technical team, as you noted during their warm-ups, just watching them go. But really, everything runs through Kylie Knief with the Mustangs.
Yeah, she's going to be a big player for them today. Certainly one that you expect to show up, and one to keep an eye on, for this North Scott defense.
Well, when we come back, we'll dive deeper into what these two teams will need to do to win today's game. Plus, we'll have your starting lineups as we get set for kickoff. You're watching the 2024 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the Bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
This is our son, Sebastian. In 2021, he took half a pill he didn't know was counterfeit.
That tiny pill contained enough fentanyl to kill him almost instantly. Kids buy them on social media and share them with their friends, not realizing how dangerous they are.
Please talk to your kids about not taking anything that's not directly prescribed to them.
Our child will never get to grow up, but we want yours to be able to.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to Girls State Soccer, presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Let's take a look at how these two teams got here this afternoon. North Scott in that first round upset the 2-seed Waverly Shellrock 2-1. Brooklyn Bullock and Mackenzie Moeller each had a goal, but the big story of that game was a great effort of freshman goalkeeper Nora Barnett. 15 saves in that affair, and like we said, just a freshman. She is fun to watch. A little bit easier road there for Dallas Center Grimes as they beat Cedar Rapids Xavier 4-1 in the quarterfinals. Kylie Knief, we mentioned, is the one who everything will go through. She's got 20 goals on the season for the Mustangs. Knief had a goal and an assist in that one, and then, like I said, a big team effort. Reese Commenda, Olivia Sire, and Kenna Knief each had a goal in that 4-1 win. So as we wait to have our public address announcer start our starting lineups, we'll keep it here for now. And Coach, as we look out today, the wind, as you can hear it a lot of times in our microphones, but really not an advantage to either team. It's blowing across the field, blowing at us over here on the this would be the west side of the field.
Yeah, certainly a windy day today, but the sun is out, and no complaints from our side as far as the temperature. But both teams will have to adapt, and with North Scott being a team that looks to get the ball down and play through the lines, hopefully that isn't much of an issue for them today on the attack.
North Scott comes into this game at 11-8-1. They finished fourth in their conference this year, the Mississippi Athletic Conference, where they play a lot of 3A schools. This, of course, is a 2A semifinal. And they, like you mentioned, they played a lot of larger schools throughout the course of the year. Played Pleasant Valley, who was here at the state tournament. Waverly Shell Rock, they lost to earlier in the year. Now beat them this last weekend. Bettendorf, they lost to. We'll have Bettendorf in our next game in Class 3A. So quite the schedule they put together, and that can be a little misleading as they came in at just over 500 into the state tournament. DCG, on the other hand, the 3 seed, 16-3 right now overall. They tied for first place in the Little Hawkeye Conference. They also played a very tough schedule throughout the course of the season, including a gauntlet early on against Ankeny that we will see later on. They beat Ankeny in 15 PKs in a game to start the year. They also lost to number 1 in Class 3A, Waukee Northwest, towards the beginning of the year, and another state tournament team in Waverly Shell Rock. So both of these teams, and I love how they do that in soccer. You don't see many teams protecting their schedules at all. They want to play the best and prepare to beat the best, as you see a great look at DCG coming out in their red and white uniforms, and North Scott coming out in their all-whites with their red numbers today. It's time now to head over to our public address announcer for today's starting lineups and team introductions.
Fans, welcome to the 2024 Iowa Girls State Soccer Championships presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. Today's matchup features the Lancers from North Scott and the Dallas Center Grounds Mustangs. Let's meet the players taking part in today's semifinal matchups. First, we'll meet the non-starters from North Scott. Number 00, Sophia Steiner. Number 4, Meredith Carlson. Number 5, Bella Moore. Number 7, Kaylee Johnson. Number 8, Taylor Utzman. Number 9, Ellie Scott. Number 10, Annabelle Ruth. Number 13, Tabitha Skiles. Number 14, Ava Holscher. Number 20, Delaney Fitzgibbon. Number 22, Mallory Detmeyer. Now let's meet the non-starters for Dallas Center Grimes. Number 4, Annie Lane. Number 6, Caitlin Mills. Number 7, Anna Knief. Number 9, Anna Nicholson. Number 10, Camden Byer. Number 12, Ava Nicholson. Number 13, Sailor Devich. Number 17, Maya Montesuk. Number 19, Reed Borland. Number 23, Emma Beeman. And number 24, Emily Hennigan. Now let's meet the starters for North Scott. Number 0, Nora Barnett. Number 2, Kennedy Thiessen. Number 3, Claire Schnorenberg. Number 6, Reese Hilsenbeck. Number 11, Brooklyn Bullock. Number 16, Mackenzie Mueller. Number 17, Chloe Dorr. Number 21, Bailey Arbogast. Number 23, Allison Mueller. Number 24, Isabella Snyder. And number 25, Paige Kuhn. Head coach at North Scott is Dion Ayers. He's assisted by Lindsay Schwartz and Adrian Latham and Eric Heiding. Now let's meet the starters for the Mustangs from Dallas Center Grimes. Number 0, Emerson Korsky. Number 1, Alex Hoffbauer.
Oh.
Number 14, Alexa Gill. Number 15, Ella Forsman. Number 16, Hannah Renz. And number 18, Riley Renz. Head coach for all Semifinals is Dan James. Assisted by Mark Bennett, Ben Mead, and Jalen Raymond. The officials for today's match, the referee is Harris Music. The assistant referees are Damian O'Hare and Nasser Sananovic. The fourth official today is Isad Omanovic. Congratulations to both teams. Good luck in this Class 2A semifinals. Let's play some championship soccer.
You are watching the 2024 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, a sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. The Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl and cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. So a great, huge thank you to Iowa Farm Bureau for making this all possible here today on another beautiful day, a beautiful tournament that we've had down here at the James W. County Soccer Park on the south side of Des Moines. The weather's been great. We've dodged a little bit of a shower on day one, and other than that, we've been here for both boys and girls soccer. The boys will make a move up to Drake tomorrow. The girls will continue to play here on Saturday for the championship games, and these two teams battling right now to try to get themselves a berth in that state championship game. So DCG, as we mentioned, will be in the all red as they get started right now. They're out there with Hoffbauer, Sire, Glasgow, Williamson, Jansen, Knief, Gill, Forsyth, Renz, and Emerson Torski in goal. North Scott out there with Thiessen, Schnorenberg, Hilsenbeck, Scott, Bullock, Muller, Arbogast, Muller, Steiner, Kuhn, and Nora Barnett in goal. And North Scott will be the underdog in this one, no doubt about it, but they're not strangers to playing that role. As we mentioned, they took out as a 7 seed. They took out the 2 seed Waverly Shellrock 2-1 on Tuesday afternoon. So North Scott will get the ball first to start things off. 40 minutes on the clock. And we are set to go. North Scott going to try to control things right away with Steiner. You know, one of the key factors in this game, I think, as we mentioned, all the different goal scorers and the defensive effort for North Scott, but Reese Hilsenbeck, we talked about so much in their first round game on Tuesday, just about how explosive she is and how fast she is when they can get the ball out and let her run after it.
Yes, Andy, she's a very mobile player. Certainly want to keep an eye on number 6 in white today. Has that ability to change pace on and off the dribble, find space in behind the defense through her intelligent movements. So certainly one to watch.
DCG pushes it a long ways ahead there. That was Hannah Rentz. Hannah Rentz will be playing her college soccer at Drake starting next year. So a lot of college signees, especially on this DCG squad, a few as well on the North Scott squad. So we'll get a throw in here for North Scott over on the far side, trying to get it in here to Steiner. And this is Hilsenbeck that we talked about earlier. She is a talented, explosive player. North Scott trying to take shape with their offense, but it's taken away by Hoffbauer. She pushes it up and back to the middle, weaving in and out. Look at the move by Hoffbauer, and then knocked away from behind by Paige Kuhn. Kuhn, we saw on the defensive attacks a lot, able to just knock that ball out and be very disruptive from her midfielder spot. That ball just misses on the far end. DCG going to try to set things up again from their touch line, and that is out of bounds. And that will be our first corner kick of the day. Corner kicks today brought to you by Channel C. Channel.com/rise. And it will be taken on the far side for DCG by Hannah Rentz. Rentz sets things up. Some good air underneath that one. A little bit too far out of the goal as North Scott able to knock that one away, but DCG quickly over there to get it is Riley Rentz as she knocks that out of bounds. Just a couple minutes into this one. Lancers with Moeller off the throw-in. A little bit too strong as they try to get it ahead to Bullock. She had a goal in Tuesday's win. And this is Hilsenbeck. Out on the far side, back to the middle. And DCG going to knock it out of there once again. Hilsenbeck cuts off Gill, and then Gill takes it back. Some athletic moves by those young ladies out on the court. The pitch. Quickly taken away, DCG with Kylie Knief.
Yeah, Knief has been instrumental for this DCG team this season, and we're looking at North Scott, being able to contain her throughout this game. It's going to be an interesting bout.
Ball goes out of bounds, and that'll be another Channel corner kick.
Knief, Division I commit to University of Northern Iowa, so big congratulations to this young woman.
Hannah Rentz sets things up. Kicking into that stiff breeze. That one's a low line drive, and it's knocked out of there quickly by North Scott. And Hilsenbeck beats everybody to the ball. Tries to push it up the middle. Goes there with Moeller. Moeller tries to cross it. They lose control, and it's back to DCG. Trying to connect on some of these passes, but early on trying to determine the pace of the game and figure out exactly how fast that defense is and how much touch you need to get on that ball to connect on some of those leading passes.
Yeah, you see both teams still probing and trying to figure out each other, and that's typically what will occur in that first 10 minutes of a game. And it's just interesting how the half will evolve as we progress and how teams maneuver accordingly.
So DCG called for offsides down deep in their own end. That'll be a free kick from 85 yards away for North Scott. They try to advance it. It does go out of bounds off the head of Hilsenbeck, but North Scott takes it back. Trying to run things through the center, but Renz takes it away. On the run is Hoffbauer, and she's undercut by Kuhn. Out of bounds again, Kuhn being very disruptive in that midfielder spot.
Yeah, Kuhn's going to bring that physicality to that defensive third, and has the ability to have some poise on the ball at times as well, and pick out passes. Certainly a player that brings some quality to the pitch.
North Scott going to send things ahead. They are able to keep control right now on the attack with Moeller. Moeller leaves it out front for Arbogast, and it's taken away by the Mustangs. Lancers take it back. He's going to cycle things back through Kuhn. And the ball still stays inbounds right in front of us, taken away by Hannah Rentz. Rentz pushes it up the side. She's on a run out. She's got one defender to beat to try to push it back to the middle. Rentz can't connect on the crosser, and it'll be a goal kick for the Lancers. That ball, a lot of contact, knocked both players down. The ball sat a foot in bounds right in front of us for what felt like an eternity.
Yeah, great work from Renz here down the right side. Unfortunate not to get across the face of the goal.
Ball bounced around a little bit on the field. Nice stop and go move there from Ella Forsyth. To the middle they go, and coming out and knocking it out of there is Barnett. Ball still live. DCG wanted handball. It does go out of bounds, and that will be a DCG throw-in just inside the flag. Out in the middle, thought no one coming in for DCG to be able to make the attack. Glasgow battles through some contact as she takes it ahead. Glasgow continues to push it and runs out of room down there on the end line. The ball does stay in bounds. You see DCG starting to attack a little bit more here. This is Gill. Gill puts it through, and Barnett gathers it in.
Yeah, North Scott really struggling at the moment to connect their passes, through the lines. DCG, huge credit to them, bringing the athletic disruption to the field and making it difficult for them to make simple decisions and move the ball.
Hilsenbeck knocks the ball up over the top of herself. Very athletic move, but then taken back by Gill. Sire passes it off to Renz, back to Sire. Nothing called there. They say play on. Ball on the far side. Glasgow will take the throw in. Quickly on the throw in, DCG, Knief. Done a good job of limiting her touches through the first 10 minutes. Glasgow pushes it back through the middle. Hilsenbeck tries to knock it ahead. DCG once again seems to be the first to all those 50-50 balls. Tried to slide it through and connect with Forsyth. And ball goes out of bounds. It will be a throw in for DCG. Hoffbauer will take the throw. Right back in front of us. Kuhn there to take it away. Pushes it down the field. And DCG going to continue to keep it on their half of the field as Addie Jansen gets her first touch of the day and takes it down.
Yeah, as you can see, DCG playing a very deep defensive line. I imagine that's because of the pace that Hilsenbeck brings to the field. But if you're looking at Hilsenbeck right now, she's also playing very deep. So she's not really taking full advantage of that space that is being created from DCG's defensive approach.
Not seen anybody connect on those long passes so far here today, and that stiff breeze across the field may have something to do with that. Just learning to play that one. Kuhn chucks it in to Eva Holscher. Taken away, ball knocked out of there once again by DCG. DCG, nice little move by Sear. Sear pushes it ahead, tries to weave it through, but Kuhn once again knocks it out of there. Cycle things around a little bit here, trying to create some space. See if they can find a way to probe into this North Scott defense that's been so hard to score on in the postseason. We've talked a lot about the North Scott goalkeeper, Nora Barnett, but there's a freshman over in goal for DCG as well. Emerson Torski on the season gives up just over half a goal per game.
Positive sign for both programs to have, a keeper, earning this experience this year in the tournament, and then, potentially looking forward into the future. Fantastic opportunity.
Hilsenbeck tries to make a run, but runs out of room over here in front of us. Mustang's going to cycle it back through. Pushing it over to Jansen.
Yeah, North Scott just making it too easy for DCG to play out of the back. They're going to have to, step that line up higher and quicker if they're going to gain any sort of, offensive momentum today.
Another throw-in on the far side. This time for DCG, battle for the ball over in front of the North Scott bench. It will be Mustang ball. And not sure what just happened. They get it. Oh, is it called offsides? They get it ahead.
Yeah, both
Yep,
teams,
flag was up.
Just analyzing the first period so far. Both teams almost playing in a conservative way. Not looking to give up a goal too soon, and kind of figure each other out as they go. So it will be interesting to see how the tactics evolve in this game.
As we approach the 26-minute mark of the first half. 0-0, still our score, as neither team has threatened a whole lot so far. North Scott looking to change that right now, trying to push it ahead, but right there for DCG to knock it down was Ella Forsyth. Renz swings it around, go back to Renz. Takes a big kick as they try to get it ahead to make a run to Forsyth, and that does go out of bounds. It will be North Scott ball. Little battle there at midfield. DCG takes it away. Quick feet of the junior Alex Hoffbauer. They're a lot today. Hilsenbeck swings it around on the far end. Kennedy Thiessen tries to push it through, and Torski's right there to make the save. DCG taken away. Hoffbauer with the strength in that right leg, just pulls it off the leg of Holscher. Once again, we'll have a throw in for DCG, who has controlled the ball for the bulk of this first 15 minutes. Working their way in, nice pass ahead, and couldn't connect. There would have been offsides anyway as the flag had gone up.
Hey, I like it. Let's keep it up. Let's go, Red.
Long kick. Holscher takes a big shot from midfield. And as the teams go back and forth, tried to get the touch ahead to Muller. Little miscommunication there on the part of North Scott. Now taken out of there for DCG, this is Sear. Hoffbauer up the right side. Got the ball too far out in front of her.
Yeah, Hoffbauer's been bright in this first period, showing that energy down the right side and always looking to be vertical in her movement on the ball and off the ball.
A lot of contact there in the middle, and there's going to be a foul on North Scott, our first set piece of the day for DCG from out in the field. And that'll be Knief setting up to take a shot as North Scott sets up their wall. Knief from about 25 yards out. Great opportunity for an early threat from DCG. Knief with a lot of space on the left side of the box, pushes one through, and right there to knock it down and out of the back of the pitch, as Barnett got run into hard in goal. That'll give you a nice little crack in the back when you get hit that way.
Certainly not pleasant, Andy. It looked like she struggled to get her hands on that one. The wind, I think, had a bit of a factor, but hopefully she's able to get back up and playing soon.
Well, as the goalkeeper, you've got that ball floating at you, and knowing there's gals coming from the other side that are trying to redirect it back into the goal at any moment.
Absolutely.
And she just decided to knock it down and paid the price for it. But once again, Nora Barnett makes another save. Wholesale substitutions here for DCG. 3 new players in. We'll try to get their names and numbers to you. Looks like Sophia Steiner, one of the players for DCG. Substitutions in today's game brought to you by IMT Insurance, IMTINS.com. DCG trying to create some space on the offensive end. Turning the corner, setting it right up through and into the back of the goal for DCG. Kenna Knief, the sophomore, knocks it in. You're going to see the assist coming on the far side.
Look at this run from Renz. Drive and run to the byline. Cuts the ball across the face of the goal. Excellent one-time finish. What a start for this DCG team.
In the 18th minute, Hannah Renz connects with Kenna Knief for the goal. And what I love about that, Coach, is there was no stopping the ball to dribble it in rhythm, puts it in the top left corner of the goal.
Yeah, that's a textbook finish. Yeah, at any level, that's going into the back of the net. Great goal.
DCG up early here, 1-0. North Scott now going to try to counter, quickly taking it back as Renz once again pushes it ahead for Knief, and then it is run down by Allison Moeller.
You know, as we've seen in this first 20 minutes, DCG really looking to overload the right side and penetrate with the vertical movement and getting those balls, you know, across the box.
Once again, another throw in for DCG. Kaylin Mills, who recently checked into the game. A lot of fans all the way are circling the pitch today. And that ball goes out the back. I wasn't imagining that goal counted, correct? The scoreboard has not been updated on the far side, but that was a goal, correct? There was nothing that, because they did take the kickoff like that. I just wanted to make sure that was indeed a goal.
I believe it was a goal.
There's no way that was coming from the end line, so there was no offsides. Yep. So there we go. It just got added now. Yep. All right, just had to wait a couple minutes.
Anyway, a great goal. That's certainly one for the highlights, and one to be proud of.
DCG trying to push one ahead again, and it's knocked out the back end. Another chance for a channel corner kick. DCG a little extra pep in their step after that goal. Hannah Renz quickly over to the far side to take that corner kick. Renz puts it up in and missing on the connection with a header. Neela Williamson went up high to try to knock it in and missed just barely. So much that has to go right to knock in one of those headers from 35 yards away.
Yeah, the heading of the ball is a skill that does go unnoticed, you know, in this game, and not as much of a skill that is really, you know, recognized and rewarded you know, from, you know, across the board in the levels of the game, but something that certainly requires practice and an understanding on body position and movement, you know, to attack the ball.
Once again, Knief puts it ahead for herself. That's Kenna Knief. In a battle over on the corner, and Knief is going to knock down the North Scott player. I believe that is Allison Moeller. Over there, once they get to that far side, those little numbers on the front are very tough on these old eyes. So North Scott will get the free kick.
Yeah, DCG just being first to every first ball and second ball and winning that physical battle today.
Now DCG once again, this is Kylie Knief on the attack and going in and putting it just wide to the right was Ella Forsyth. She didn't miss by much. Forsyth took it all the way through off the pass ahead from Knief.
Yeah, Forsyth showing some pace and power there. The drive into the box. Unfortunate not to, hit the target on that shot.
Stolen back quickly by Kenna Knief, and then Kuhn knocks it out of the threatening zone. Now North Scott, a little nice touch, trying to get it ahead to Bullock. Bullock all the way back in, tackled from behind, nothing called. And DCG ends the threat. And not sure what that call was. Another offsides call here. Flag was up. It's really tough to see the AR when they're right immediately out of our line of view. North Scott going to try to work on the offensive end for a little bit. Bullock takes a shot to the right side, and it's knocked back out of there. Ball took a weird hop right before she took that swing with her leg, and she ended up missing the ball underneath it. And DCG will take the throw in here with Kaylin Mills. Mills wanted to push the ball ahead, didn't like the angles, decided to take it back. A long kick pushed up by Riley Rentz. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Will be another throw in for DCG. They've liked that corner a lot. You mentioned overloading that right side, trying to create a lot of space in the middle. Leads to a lot of throw-ins from the right side. Ball knocked through the middle. Kenna Knief puts it just over top of the goal. Knief again with that left foot, the one touch.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the one-touch play in the box from this DCG team today. Excellent to see. If any of these girls go and play at the next level, one of the biggest differences that you see is the speed of the game. So being able to think quickly, being able to move quickly, of course. But certainly, as they progress in their careers, that one-touch finishing ability is something that will carry with them and certainly reward them in their future.
DCG once again coming down, a little in and out move by Forsyth, couldn't connect. Have another throw in for the Mustangs. A couple more IMT insurance substitutions coming into the game. The one touch and the speed of the game that you talk about is just so tough on a defense. No time to react. It's got to be an immediate reaction to where that pass has been put.
Exactly. It's stressing that defensive transition to the absolute maximum, and that's what you want if you're on the attacking front.
CG Mustangs will take the throw in again. Hoffbauer back in the game. Rentz, she had the assist so far, pushes it out on the corner. Once again, Knief puts it through and just missing once again. Right up through the middle, they tried to connect with Hannah Rentz. And that'll be another corner kick. So Forsyth once again will take this corner. She lines it up, pushes it through, and the ball goes off the back of the goal. I think a lot of the crowd thought we had a goal Olympico there scoring on the corner kick, but landed on top of the net behind it. DCG, the 1-0 lead off a one touch from Kenna Knief.
I'm always curious, Andy, who is creating these names?
Well, it was that one I know because I had to look it up because I saw it earlier this year, and now we've got a penalty in the box, but it is on DCG, excuse me, so North Scott will have the touch. That goal Olympico, I had to study up on it earlier this year because I had one in a game I was calling, and immediately Coach Allen at Ankeny Centennial let me know that's what it was called. I was not familiar with that term, but the rarest of goals in soccer is what they say. It's an unassisted goal from the corner. Hoffbauer tries to get it through. And they would have been offsides anyway. The flag was up. They're going to play on the other way, and now they say no. Getting back over here, the official had missed it, so it will be an offsides and a free kick for North Scott. Several offsides so far, and I don't see anything in particular. North Scott pushing their defensive line up a whole lot, trying to create that trap. But they do certainly, they've been busted for it a few times as DCG.
Yeah, DCG, happy to kind of sit back with a three-man sweeper, and really hasn't been any answers for it, from North Scott today, and certainly something they've got to look at during this halftime period.
DCG, Jansen battling for it, but she has it taken away by Thiessen. "12 minutes now remaining in this first half. DCG's controlled most of the half. Some crisp passing.
Yeah, DCG have just brought their whole game today, right? Their urgency to play into the channels, to get into the box, to win those first and second balls, and they've been rewarded so far.
Everyone on sides for the run. North Scott trying to go down there. DCG with Forsyth. Battle in the box, nothing called. It'll be a throw-in for DCG.
Good decision there from the referee to allow play to continue.
What is the ref looking for in the contact that happens there?
It's contact on the ball. Yeah, contact on the man and also on the ball. And if they're playing the ball, then it's fair. But it's when it becomes solely focused on the man, that's when it's an easy call.
Kuhn takes that one away, and then Hoffbauer takes it back. And they say Hoffbauer being a little too physical there. Free kick for North Scott. Hoffbauer lets that one roll out of bounds. The Mustangs will take the throw in with Riley Rentz. Bullock, nice pass crossing through into the center. North Scott looked like they were trying to mount one of their first offensive attacks. They've got the ball back now with Thiessen. Thiessen pushes it ahead, but once again, DCG takes it out of there on the defensive end. And now they'll cycle things through. Rentz wanted to push it ahead. She goes down a long ways. Ball headed out of bounds. It will be DCG ball. A couple more substitutions checking into the game, 3 of them for North Scott. See Meredith Carlson checking into the game. Long ball up in the air and taken out of there by Barnett once again. Barnett didn't necessarily look like she was super comfortable going up to get that one, waited for it, where we've seen her go up and get some of those balls before, but you're staring right into that sun at the moment, so it might have been more protective than anything.
Absolutely, yeah.
DCG with a look, pushing it ahead, and nice save once again by Barnett. Renz could not put it in with a left foot.
Yeah, Ren's making some excellent driving runs out of the midfield today. Bringing a lot of energy, and a player like that, is difficult to track if you're on the defensive side.
Once again, no time for the defense to recover. Great save, though, by Barnett. She has been peppered with shots by the Mustangs here early on. Now the throw in for DCG. Crosser sent into the middle. Hoffbauer couldn't connect with it. That grass slows it down a bunch where throughout the season on a lot of the turf these teams play on, that ball would have been going out of bounds in a hurry.
Absolutely. You got to love the natural grass.
Try to connect things through, but Hoffbauer not going into on the attack. DCG has attacked and attacked and attacked some more here through the first 33 minutes of this game. Now, North Scott, as they try to push it ahead, Hilsenbeck. First real chance we've seen her to be able to show off her speed, and from the far end, too deep for Hilsenbeck, didn't have the angle.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You want to see Hilsenbeck stretching higher up the field where she can really, impose her physicality on the game and put this DCG defense under the threat.
So it was touched, so will be a corner kick. Channel corner kick, Hilsenbeck lines it up and too far past the goal. With that wind at her back, once she got it upended, it continued to push that ball out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Mustangs. Actually, yes, went out of bounds on the far end on the sideline, so they're not going to be able to take a goal kick. Carlson turns around, connects in the middle. They push it through, and nice job on the back end. Was that Rentz? No, that was Addie Jansen that took that one right in the breadbasket. DCG pushing it ahead once again on the far end. Glasgow makes a run. Looks to center, pushes it through, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. And it looks like once again we will have a corner kick for DCG. A lot of them today. Hannah Renz will go take this one.
Yeah, it's important North Scott do not concede for the remaining 5.5 minutes in this game.
Good touch, and the header doesn't quite connect from Alexa Gill.
And that will allow them to kind of regroup and figure out a game plan that will be, more suitable for them, getting some shots on goal in the second half.
The feel here through the first 35 minutes is just much more of a purpose to what DCG is doing right now, where they've been the attacking team and North Scott has had to be reactionary to what little few opportunities they've had.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say DCG have shown up across the board, and North Scott have just been, inconsistent in certain moments.
Glasgow makes a nice move. Glasgow to the right side, all the way down to the end line, and runs out of room. DCG just relentless in how they continue to attack with multiple players. We talked about so much running through Kylie Knief, but so many touches in the offensive end through so many different players. Yes, here's an opportunity now.
And it's quite evident that DCG is used to being here. This is their 6th straight state tournament appearance, and they're not really phased by this moment, and that is so important as far as mentally being able to play it at your best collectively as a team.
Well, in the DCG athletic programs around their school, especially on the girls' side, we see them at state basketball. We see them time and time again at state softball, and so many good runners at the state track meet. Just a great athletic program all the way around. And North Scott's been that way as well. We see them at everything. 2 teams with great athletic departments, but these girls who have played in multiple sports at different state tournaments, and you mentioned they're just not phased by playing on the big stage. Little touch there as they try to connect up the middle with Forsyth. Trying to create some shape here. And coming in to knock it out of there was Thiessen. And once again on the far side, ball does go out of bounds. North Scott will get the throw in. Kuhn, ball took a pop-up right before she wanted to kick it. A little disjointed right now is North Scott as they try to put together an offensive attack. And Hilsenbeck is undercut, and quickly taking it back is DCG. And the Mustangs come out of there with it. Kaylin Mills tried to get it ahead to Glasgow. And once again trying to connect in the middle with Forsyth. And that goes just off the side. Can't see who it was that took that shot over there for DCG. Actually looks now like Sailor Ribich. Right off the upright. Well, we've seen a lot of goals in the last minute of halves in the last 2 days. See if either of these two teams can mount an attack now with just over 90 seconds to go in this first half of the Class 2A semifinal. Kuhn.
Good play from Kuhn. Good decision.
Good control as they get it to the middle with Thiessen. Trying to take shape are the Lancers. They push it ahead and DCG knocks it back out. Good touch over here to get it outside, maybe just a little bit too much on it. No, the grass kills it, and it does go out of bounds. It will be DCG ball. Right decision, creating a nice passing angle for herself. Out here was Mills. Renz tries to push it through the middle, and they can't connect once again. One more chance, and the header can't connect. Two different chances from Glasgow. Ball up in the air once again.
Renz again with a fantastic ball across the face of goal.
I thought we might see Forsyth with a bicycle kick. She looked like she was wheeling up to do it. Push ahead once again, and Barnett's there. And the defensive end of North Scott has been so busy in this first half, but they've only cracked once. 10 seconds to go. And that'll do it. The end of the first half. Kenna Knief has the goal for DCG. They lead 1-0. We'll be back with our halftime analysis here on the Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Frank, when you think fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back to halftime. DCG leads North Scott 1-0, courtesy of a goal in the 18th minute by Kenna Knief. Let's take a look back at that one. And you mentioned the great run made by Hannah Renz that passed the middle, and the one-touch as Knief knocks that one in for just her second goal on the season.
Yeah, Ren's doing a fantastic job in this previous half, just driving into that third line of the attack and giving that additional support to the front line out of midfield. Fantastic engine that this young lady possesses to move in that fashion and add it off to her. What a fantastic half and performance so far. If we're looking at the defensive shape of DCG, they've been happy to sit relatively deep with their back line and kind of invite North Scott to ask questions, and to be quite honest, they haven't. They've kept their forwards relatively deeper as opposed to higher to kind of put the back line under pressure. So be interesting to see how the coaching staff responds here in this half, but they're going to have to push up higher and ask more questions out of this DCG defense today.
Right now, we'd like to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state soccer tournament. Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities, and that's why they are the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing girls state soccer tournament. They believe that by investing in our youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. Earlier this week, the IGHSAU had the opportunity to speak with Iowa Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson to learn more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the IGHSAU and student athletes across the state.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, Executive Director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'd like to thank you for joining us for the Girls State Soccer Tournament.
The Iowa Farm Bureau knows that strong, vibrant schools are the cornerstone of our communities. That's why we're proud to be the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and this amazing state tournament. This tournament not only showcases Iowa's elite teams, but the athletes competing here today are among our nation's best and brightest. And Iowa's farmers are among the nation's most productive. Our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to recognize both, all while supporting and lifting up the Iowa girl.
With the help of the Iowa Farm Bureau, we celebrate students' efforts not only on the field, but in the classroom as well. The Iowa Farm Bureau is committed to your success and supports our organization and the Iowa Girl. Through millions of dollars they provide in awards, grants, and scholarships that recognize athletic and academic excellence.
As Iowans, we have a lot to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing here today or a fan tuning in, we all play an important role in making our state great. So, from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations to your school on a terrific season, and good luck in the tournament games.
place for you.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Level up your game at Central College. More than half of Central students participate in intercollegiate athletics because Central allows you to pursue your passions and be more than a spectator. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. So, Coach Kane, as we get set to start this second half, and we talked about in the break here about just getting your players in the best position to make their plays, and one of the most talented players on the field that we've seen in this tournament so far is Reese Hilsenbeck, and right now DCG has really done a nice job of keeping her in check.
Yeah, they've had her number today, as you would say, but I would expect to see some changes in this second half from this North Scott coaching staff. Changes that would allow her to really express her strengths as a player, and that's running into that open space. She's a player that has that change of space, change of pace, and has that ability to impact games on and off the dribble. So how can they get her more involved in those moments is going to be a big question now for this coaching staff.
DCG, do you expect to see more of the same in the second half from the Mustangs?
Yeah, I think they've done everything that they've set out to do. You can tell they've come into the game with a clear game plan, and just the overall concept of being a good team, winning your battles individually, winning your battles collectively, transitioning as a group, transitioning in those individual moments. They've shown up today, so let's see if they can match that same level of intensity in the second half.
DCG is just showing off their team athleticism quite a bit. They are just over and over again, all those 50-50 balls that you can call them, they are the first ones there a lot.
And it's so important. It's not necessarily, again, about the pretty passing and the fantastic one-touch finishes in the box. Yes, we all love that, but you've got to have that ruggedness as a group if you want to succeed and go far in a tournament.
Term you used the other day was the grit that we saw some teams playing with, and actually that you use that to describe North Scott quite a bit in their upset in that first round over Waverly Shell Rock, and they will try to call upon some of that mojo to make a comeback here in this second half. North Scott, as we flip the field, there in white, and they'll try to score over on the goal to our right on the screen. DCG will be there in the red, trying to score in the goal on the left. Already you see North Scott controlling the ball a little bit more and trying to keep it on the offensive end as DCG pushes ahead. Everybody on sides, a run possibility there, and there's a big collision as Barnett got hit in the face. She's back in goal, and she's holding her face right now as Forsyth went right into her. But Barnett was out of the goal. Nothing egregious there, but just one of those things that the incidental contact happened to be to a pretty soft spot on the face. As they take a peek at her. Don't think she's got a bloody nose as the teams come together. And it it looks like they're going to have the trainers come out and talk to Barnett right now as well.
Yeah, what a warrior she's been in this tournament. You know, she's taken a few hits in the last few games we've watched of her, and just really impressive to see as you know, a freshman, you know, stepping up to the plate like this and showing that consistency.
Looks like they might be warming up a new goalkeeper. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this with the final 39 minutes of this one in the Class 2A semifinal.
At MidAmerican Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. MidAmerican Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision
coming out of the break, DCG taking the throw in here as there has been a change made. Sophia Steiner has come in for North Scott now to be in goal, is actually immediately ready to check back in. I see over there is Nora Barnett. DCG with the throw in. Working in the lane, Forsyth goes to the right. Steiner right there knocks it down, and the ball sitting out there, still sitting out, and it's knocked out of there by the North Scott defense. As we are going to get Barnett back in the game. So Steiner makes a couple big saves in the minute that she's in, the 52 seconds that she's in the game.
Yeah, not easy to step up like that, and a great job coming in like that and making those key saves.
And Steiner has played about a third of the minutes this season for the Lancers. So Coach Ayers has been able to work two goalkeepers in quite a bit throughout the course of the season. So DCG set to take the kick here. During the break, phones started to blow up with the weather coming in. I've got games all day tomorrow and various sports to call and weather updates coming for all the different delays that are being discussed right now and all the different possibilities. Everybody wants to know, when can you be there? Well, you tell me. Don't schedule it around this. So we'll see as the boys will continue their tournament tomorrow as well. They'll be on turf tomorrow, so as soon as it's done lightning or anything like that, they'll be able to play.
Yeah, huge congratulations to those boys that have progressed into the semifinal, and we wish them the best of luck.
You were here last night for an exciting one between Dowling, who scored in the last 92 seconds to win that game over Ankeny.
Fantastic game. What an atmosphere last night, and a great example of how fun the game can be, you know, when two rival schools are going, you know, against each other in such a big moment of the season.
We expect to have a huge atmosphere here for our next game that we've got shortly after 3 o'clock, as North Scott trying to attack there, can't connect with a header. But we expect in the 3A game that we've got next a gigantic crowd from Ankeny. They are loud, and they will be here in force. Bettendorf pulled the big upset the other day, looked as good as any team we've seen in this state tournament, with a 7-1 win over the number 2 team, Pleasant Valley, a team that had beat them this year already. But boy, did the Bulldogs look good in that one. couple teams that each of these two schools have played throughout the course of the year as well. North Scott being right over there by Bettendorf, and DCG just across the river from Ankeny. DCG now on the attack. Hoffbauer pushes it forward. Everybody's on sides. Making the run for North Scott is Chloe Dorr. Knocks it out of there. Hilsenbeck comes through. And Hilsenbeck tries to push it ahead, but she's cut off. DCG takes the ball back.
Yeah,
Kylie Knief.
Yeah, DCG just showing that defensive transition intensity there, swarming the ball when Hisselback was trying to connect here in the second line of midfield.
Ball knocked out of bounds. North Scott will take the throw in. It's Dorr. Seen so many times as North Scott tries to make that move, a leg or a foot of DCG comes in, and just the strength of some of these Mustangs really just pulls the ball out of there.
Yeah, they've been very disruptive of North Scott wanting to play their game today, and they've been consistently successful so far.
North Scott trying to set things up here around midfield. Cutting back to the middle here is Thiessen. Sending it back over here to Dorr, out of bounds, and right into you, Coach. Chance here, let's see the old ball skills. Dorr looking for the throw in now, right in front of us. Hilsenbeck knocks it out. Didn't see what we had there on the far side. It looks like maybe a banged up Lancer. Clock stops once again. Did not see who that was for North Scott. And out of bounds, North Scott will, DCG will get the throw in. Thought that went off DCG, but the ref right there thought otherwise. As the wind starts to whip around my notes quite a bit out here. North Scott on the attack and taken back out of there. DCG, Alexa Gill. Gill pushes it ahead. Making a run for DCG is Kylie Knief. Knief down on the baseline, tries to send it through, and that'll be a corner kick for the Mustangs. Renz puts that up in the air, and the kick comes through. Couple opportunities there, and North Scott knocks it out of there. Moeller knocked it through. Knief goes in once again. Nothing there. Going to try again to Renz out here in the corner. Renz puts one up towards the goal, and it's headed out once again. Chance now for Gill. Gill tries to set things up, and she has it taken away by Thiessen. Couple opportunities there for DCG in this second half as North Scott will now get the throw in. Couple more INT insurance substitutions. DCG Dorr on the throw-in. Gets a lot into it. They bump it ahead. Mustangs here with Arbogast. And she has it knocked out. DCG once again have kept all the pressure off their freshman goalkeeper Emerson Torski today.
Yeah, DCG have done a good job making it difficult for Arbogast to orchestrate, from that midfield area. Almost every time she's touched the ball, she's got a red shirt on her back, and that's just a credit to their commitment so far.
Wipeout at midfield. As Knief gives chase. Big battle between her and Bella Moore. Arbogast takes it back for North Scott. North Scott has to try to capitalize on one of these opportunities here soon. Up off the face of Thiessen. She dribbles in, is grabbed from behind. Thiessen lines one up, and it's knocked out of there by DCG. Good defense by Hannah Renz. You feel some momentum starting to work towards the North Scott side right now. Arbogast up in front of the goal. They try to get it through to Carlson, and it's knocked out once again. Arbogast to the left foot, over to Carlson and out of bounds. Some of the most threatening moments we've had for North Scott.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see them, making this DCG defense ask questions. They're putting them under pressure. That's what it's going to take for them to get back into this game today.
Have to get some of these shots on target, as they still have not been able to put much pressure on Torski. Starting to put more pressure on the defense, though. Dorr knocks it back through. North Scott needs possessions right now to try to get back in this game. Ball goes way ahead. Long run on the far side. That's Hoffbauer. Hoffbauer tries to send it back through in the middle here. This is Forsyth, and battle for the ball, and knocked out of bounds. That'll be another corner kick.
Yeah, great ball into the left channel there. And here we go again with a DCG corner kick.
Now just got to get that ball up in the air, and this wind in our face will help carry it. Try to go through, and it goes past everybody. Rentz has it taken away. Dorr. DCG trying to get back on defense. Lancers, they try to push it through, and it leads Moeller too far. And another attack by the Lancers has been thwarted. Scott going to clear this one once again. North Scott with it back. Thiessen pushes it down the right side and too far in front of Moeller again. They're not able to get that second ball connecting. They're starting to get that first touch where they want to get it, but just not able to get that second ball out there. The pace of this game has picked up considerably over the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, North Scott trying to, find their way, back into this game. The stepping up a little higher. Still see the forwards playing off the last defenders of DCG, which is kind of creating a disconnect on that final pass.
DCG going to cycle things through and try to take a chance here on the defensive end. Battle for the ball. It goes out of bounds. It will be a throw-in for Annabelle Ruth, who's just checked into the game. Taken out right off the back of Ruth. North Scott starting to control the ball a little bit more offensively. Still have not been able to get Hilsenbeck involved. DCG just keeps coming at you in waves with all the different defenders they've got getting touches on the ball, keeping everybody fresh. Here's Hilsenbeck with the ball. Tries to make a run out here and create some space on the right side. Might have gone back to the middle a little too quick as Carlson's shot is saved on the back end by Torski. One of the first real threats on Torski today. She rises to the challenge.
A good ball here from Hilsenbeck. As you can see, nice turn. Picked up her head. Good idea there, unlucky.
Again, North Scott starting to spend more time in their offensive end. DCG out on the edge. Ribbich. And that will be North Scott ball. Physical play on the near side, taken out of there. Skiles. And DCG was offsides. Couple times now on tight passes up close, deep in the offensive end, you see North Scott move their defense up, creating that offsides look, and that's a big part of that is on the offensive player, just kind of know where you're at, but you get so far down to that end, you can easily lose track of where that last defender is. The foul there on North Scott, or excuse me, on DCG. Level your game up at Central College. More than half of Central students participate in intercollegiate athletics because Central allows you to pursue your passions and be more than a spectator. It's the best decision ever. Apply at central.edu. Back to live action. Hilsenbeck. Taken out of there, Gill. Battle for it, Hoffbauer. Hilsenbeck has it back, tried to get the touch ahead to Holscher, and then DCG knocks it out. Run opportunity for DCG. Knief going one-on-one with Schorneberg. Battle for the ball. Center and pass from Ribbich, and a save made on the end. Once again, outstanding goalkeep play by Nora Barnett.
Yeah, Knief does a good job here, slowing down to, allow for this overlap to occur. And that's just great power running there from, number 13, Sailor Ribbich.
And a corner kick opportunity now here for DCG once again. Can't see down there. I assume it's going to be Rentz once again. Ball comes in and trying to come in with a header. A lot of contact there as Barnett and Ribbich went into each other. DCG will take another stab at it. Well, Barnett is out of that goal a long ways right now. She just got back in. Left a lot of space behind her. Ball into the middle. And once again knocked out, and that'll be another corner kick.
Again, that would be an example of making the defense ask questions, putting the ball in the box, in a dangerous zone where the goalkeeper is either going to come out or stay where she currently resides. Those are the types of situations you want to see more of.
Rentz puts that one up once again and knocked out once again, this time by Bella Moore. Now, North Scott trying to mount an offensive attack. Delaney Fitzgibbon with it into the middle. Pushes it ahead to Hilsenbeck. Hilsenbeck with the most space we've seen from her all day. She pushes ahead to Fitzgibbon and can't quite connect. DCG knocks it out again. Battle at midfield, taken away. Ribbich has the ball back, pushing ahead, Knief, and coming out to get it again is Barnett. Barnett wastes no time with that ball as North Scott has to try to figure out a way to find the back of the net. Carlson, just a little deke, passes the ball back to the center. North Scott starting to take shape as they get ahead to Fitzgibbon. A little pass out on the left side to Hilsenbeck. Hilsenbeck to the middle. Giving a chance to Carlson to send it back to the middle. An opportunity for Fitzgibbon, and she sends it high.
Well, that was great build-up play there. You know, if we go back to this moment.
Right there.
Just leaning back as she makes contact on the ball there. Shoulders leaning back, but just not having the right body position on that one. But what an effort in the second half for North Scott.
You see North Scott continue to attack. The shots are getting closer right now.
And that's
creating some more space on the offensive end.
Probably their best chance of the game so far.
Now there'll be a goal kick opportunity for Torski. And DCG will go on the attack once again. Ribich in a battle for the ball. They go to the middle with Arbogast. Arbogast, no one over there for North Scott. You see North Scott's defense has moved up. They're starting to get a little more comfortable now. And that'll be a throw in for North Scott. And I know time of possession isn't necessarily a stat that's tracked officially, but it seems like we've had quite the flip in the second half where DCG had the ball for what seemed like the entire first half. North Scott has done a much better job possessing the ball and making threats in the second. Not sure what our situation was there. Didn't like the technique on the throw-in. DCG will take that throw in once again. And another one. DCG pushing it towards the middle, trying to connect up with Kylie Knief. Knief distributes it. Making a run to the middle. Oh, that was a great move, trying to stick her foot in there and shield off the defender with Glasgow. Loved how she shielded that defender off and tried to open up the lane for herself. Glasgow takes a big shove in the back. Nothing called. Now Hoffbauer going to make the run up the right side. Hoffbauer tries to send the crosser through, and it's knocked out of there by Bullock. Goal from Kenna Knief with 22 minutes on the clock in the first half has so far been the difference in this one. Came off a great pass from Hannah Renz, and that's why DCG leads 1-0. Big swing from the Lancers. Hoffbauer, back to the middle she goes. She's got some space over on this side, decides to go back to the right. Leaves it to Knief, in the middle they go. Knief, back to Knief. Shields off the defender, and it's knocked out of there momentarily. Once again, they go out on the corner. Ribich.
Yeah, Hoffbauer's been good today, you know, showing signs and moments of being able to drive forward on the dribble and using her mobility to create more for the DCG attack.
And some more IMT insurance substitutions here for a couple for the Mustangs, one for the Lancers. Time ticking down right now on North Scott, trying to figure out a way to crack this DCG defense. Now DCG has started to control things a little bit more. And just as I say that, North Scott pushes it ahead. Moeller, battle for the ball. Hilsenbeck and Ribich. Ribich has it momentarily. Hilsenbeck takes it back, though. Hilsenbeck with some space, distributes on the corner to Moeller. And they're just not working towards the goal. They end up having to keep working backwards, trying to create more angles as more and more defenders get there for DCG. Ball knocked out of bounds. That'll be another throw in for DCG. Actually, no, it did go off of DCG. Be a throw in front of us for Chloe Dorr. Battle for the ball, rolls out of bounds. Long throw in there, no one able to come in and get it, considering the wind that that's going into. The ball went a long ways. Mustangs take it back, trying to give an opportunity for Hoffbauer to run up the right side. Hoffbauer cuts back to the middle. Now she's got some space. Hoffbauer to the middle, and Barnett once again steps up to take it away. Maybe one extra touch by Hoffbauer, cut off some more angles. DCG putting a lot of pressure on that back line now of North Scott. Rentz wheels around, distributes over here to Ribich. Tries to leave it for her. Ribich able to get to it. Ribich back to the middle she goes. And once again Barnett comes out. Chance to set things up here once again. 13 and a half minutes to go in this Class 2A semifinal. A date in Saturday's state championship game awaits the winner.
Again, DCG happy to sit deep with that sweep of three back there. An attack with 3 or 4 in any given moment.
DCG again. Our other Class 2A semifinal right now, North Polk taking on Pella, and DCG misses that one just wide left.
It's an excellent ball there from Hoffbauer from that right side, showing that lively energy. It's been present all game today, and it's a great ball, and unfortunate not to get that shot off on target.
North Polk just beat Pella 2-0, so that's where the winner of this game will play North Polk in the championship. DCG with a chance again. Knief tries to go through with the left foot, goes back again, and Knief goes wide right with it this time. Ribich tries to cross it through once again. Gets the ball back, and it's knocked out of there by North Scott. State championship game will be on Field 9. That is back behind us Saturday night at 5:30. Will be this Class 2A game. DCG lines things up once again. They try to get it across to Hoffbauer. again, Knief in the middle. A lot of contact, and Barnett's there once again to stop the shot of Kylie Knief. Kenna and Kylie Knief have been a thorn up there, constantly putting pressure on Barnett, and she has risen to the occasion time and time again. Look up out of my notes just in time to see a ball coming right at my face.
I was getting ready for the diving header there.
Well, you're a soccer guy. You're not allowed to touch that with your hands, so it was, didn't trust you on that one yet. That was too far out of your reach.
Hey, you got to take care of this expensive equipment. That's the last thing I need is a bill from
the
station.
Union, yeah. So DCG making a substitution here with 10:15 to go. Knief, who has the difference in today's game with her goal, the 18-minute mark of this one. Long toss with a throw-in. DCG trying to threaten once again. Ribbich, and misses it just wide. That was Glasgow.
Yeah, the energy's just been consistent there today for TCG. You know, really all over the field, first and second balls, and having that hunger to support each other on the ball and get into the box in those moments when the ball's out wide. Fantastic play throughout.
DCG attacking. Hoffbauer now with it. She's going to distribute it back. Sear now over on the right side to Knief. And now on the right side, Mills. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll give an opportunity for DCG to throw it in. 9 minutes to go in this one. Ball trickles out the back end, and that will be a substitution now. Probably some of the final substitutions we'll see for North Scott as this IMT substitution does not stop the clock in soccer, and North Scott will want to preserve all the seconds they can throughout the rest of this game. So I doubt we will see too many more substitutions from them, and as I say that, they quickly bring another young lady off the bench to get ready to check in. Sear on the left side. Looking for a place to put it. And they say it's North Scott ball. I'm not sure exactly what happened down there. Throw in, battled for, Rents. Cycles it back through, Jansen. And an opportunity for Torski to start working horizontally across the field. Allow some more time to tick off for DCG. Try to connect on the touch on the far side to Mills. North Scott takes it back. In the middle, they connect with Arbogast. North Scott trying to take shape here offensively. Arbogast has it sniped from behind. DCG comes out of there with it. Jansen making a run, pushes it ahead. Glasgow. It's a race for Glasgow on Thiessen. Glasgow in there, can't put it through.
And North Scott's going to need to start pushing more players into that forward area, to that front third line, if they want to see any sort of result today.
There you see Hilsenbeck. She tries to center it through to Arbogast, and coming out of there and making the catch is Torski once again. Long kick goes over the top of Chloe Doerr's head. And that will be a throw-in for North Scott. Dallas Center Grimes right now, 6 minutes and 22 seconds away from a date with North Polk in the Class 2A state tournament tomorrow, or excuse me, on Saturday. Two teams that did not play each other this year. They are not far apart from each other at all. But Knief with a race to it, and it's knocked out of there by Schnorenberg. But again, more time to tick off the clock on this corner kick. And they call in Rentz from her defensive spot to take these corner kicks, as they have all game, but you just notice how long it takes her to get there when there's under 6 minutes to play. Kick comes in, header up, Knief, and it goes out of bounds once again. That'll be another throw-in, this time for DCG. In. Hoffbauer makes a little move in midfield. Goes with a crosser. She tries to connect with Mills. And North Scott knocks it out of there. 4.5 minutes to play. And DCG going to take some more time off the clock. Opportunity here for North Scott to come down and get a few more players in the offensive zone. And they do make some substitutions here. 3 more players come in for North Scott. Another IMT insurance substitution. Throw in coming up here for Skiles. Long throw in. Again, North Scott will have the throw in. They've had the opportunities here in the second half, have not been able to capitalize. Once again, DCG's defensive backfield has done outstanding. Battle for the ball. Kuhn tried to line up to take a big shot, and DCG knocks it out. A long run having to be made by Schnorenberg to come back and get it. DCG not going to be in any rush here. Rentz backing away in the corner, is kind of protecting the ball. Couple good games this morning. We saw Denver beat Trainer 1-0 in our first game this morning. They'll head to the championship game tomorrow morning at 11:30 in Class 1A. I did not see who won on the other field in Class 1A as Dyke New Hartford pulled the upset on Tuesday over number 1 Davenport Assumption. Kuhn tries to get it ahead. Time ticking down on North Scott. Battle for it here at middle of the field. Skiles. And this is where you get into some of that ugly soccer, and Skiles goes down as she took a shot to the chin, it looked like.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Clock does stop here with 2:27 to go in regulation. Will go to North Scott on the drop. And DCG once again pushes it a long ways ahead. It's another several seconds tick off the clock. And we stop the clock once again. And we have a yellow card now issued to Arbogast, so she will not reappear in this regulation. She'll have to sit out for 5 minutes, and there's only 2:09 left. Something must have been said right there at the end. Carlson checks back into the game. Down in the corner. Battle for the ball. And it will be North Scott ball. DCG, more important now than ever. They just continue to keep the ball on their end as that ball goes well back into the gathering Ankeny fans behind the goal. North Scott pushes it through. Hilsenbeck bodied out of there and knocked out by Addie Jansen. 85 seconds to go in this one. Our clock on our screen is off by a few seconds.
Yeah, it's important. DCG now just look to run out the clock and use that game management abilities to secure this win.
So with now 50 seconds to go in this one, there's about a 30-second differential on the clock on our screen and what's on the scoreboard right now with a couple stoppages here late. North Scott going to try to make one final push as Knief looked like she was just trying to kick it out of bounds, but pushing it down into the corner. 30 seconds to go. .15 seconds to go. DCG keeping it back in their end. And with 5 seconds to go, Dallas Center Grimes will be heading to the Class 2A state championship game.
What a win. You know, it's a well-deserved win that, you know, from start to finish. You know, they won their physical battles. You know, they rolled up their sleeves today and were prepared to do the dirty work, and they capitalized with that great goal, you know, early in that first half. Fantastic win, and a huge credit to these gals.
And you talk about players stepping up in big-time situations. Kenna Knief, the sophomore midfielder, her second goal of the season is the difference here in this Class 2A semifinal. She scores it off the assist from Hannah Renz. Hannah Renz was just her eighth assist of the season. So girls stepping up big time here for DCG, and they will move on to take on North Polk on Saturday afternoon in the Class 2A state championship game. Congratulations, DCG. Coach Dan James, 25 years with the Mustangs, heading to the state championship game. DCG will be trying to win their third state championship in a row. They're back for more, as they say. And now time to go over to our public address announcer for our trophy presentations.
In addition to receiving medallions, every player will receive a commemorative soccer ball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, the proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards today from the IGHSAU is Executive Director Aaron Gerlich, along with Soccer Administrator Gary Ross. Congratulations to Head Coach Dion Ayers and the Lancers from North Scott on an outstanding 2024 soccer season. And Dallas Center Grimes fans, please direct your attention to the center of the field as Alexa Gill advances her team to the championship match Class 2A championship match, where you will face North Scott on Field 9 at 5:30 Saturday afternoon. Congratulations and good luck on Saturday.
Very happy DCG Mustang squad there. North Scott ends their season in the semifinals here at 11-9-1 on the year, and DCG on to the state championship game tomorrow afternoon, where they will play North Polk, a team right across the right across Big Creek, Saylorville, over there on the north side of Polk County. So two teams that, even though they haven't played each other, everyone knows each other very well. Thank you very much today to our color analyst, Sam Kane, for everything here. We'll be back here in about 45 minutes calling the Class 3A game here between Ankeny and Bettendorf. Thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2024 Girls State Soccer Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.